In search of fame and fortune, Portuguese explorer Ferdinand Magellan, c. 1480–1521, set out from Spain in 1519 with a fleet of 5 ships to discover a western sea route to the Spice Islands. En route, he discovered what is now known as the Strait of Magellan and became the first European to cross the Pacific Ocean. The voyage was long and dangerous, and only one ship returned home 3 years later. Although it was laden with valuable spices from the east, only 18 of the fleet's original crew of 270 returned with the ship. Magellan himself was killed in battle on the voyage, but his ambitious expedition proved that the globe could be circled by sea and that the world was much larger than had previously been imagined. Ferdinand Magellan's early years. Ferdinand Magellan, c. 1480–1521, was born in Sabrosa, Portugal, to a family of minor Portuguese nobility. At age 12, Ferdinand Magellan, Fernão de Magalhães in Portuguese and Fernando de Magallanes in Spanish, and his brother Diogo travelled to Lisbon to serve as pages at Queen Leonora's court. While at the court, Magellan was exposed to stories of the great Portuguese and Spanish rivalry for sea exploration and dominance over the spice trade in the East Indies, especially the Spice Islands, or Moluccas, in modern Indonesia. Intrigued by the promise of fame and riches, Magellan developed an interest in maritime discovery in those early years. In 1505, Magellan and his brother were assigned to a Portuguese fleet headed for India. Over the next 7 years, Magellan partook in several expeditions in India, Southeast Asia, and Africa, and was wounded in several battles. In 1513, he joined the enormous 500-ship, 15,000-soldier force sent by King Manuel to Morocco to challenge the Moroccan governor who refused to pay its yearly tribute to the Portuguese Empire. The Portuguese easily overwhelmed the Moroccan forces, and Magellan stayed on in Morocco. While there, he was seriously wounded in a skirmish, which left him with a limp for the rest of his life. During the 15th century, the expanding Spanish Empire changed the course of history for the lands that it conquered. The economic and territorial rivalry between the two Iberian powers, Spain and Portugal, led to Ferdinand Magellan's famed attempt to circumnavigate the globe in 1519. Magellan, the Portuguese explorer sailing for Spain, intended to find a western route to the lucrative Spice Islands, but instead he found himself in the Philippine Islands. Magellan and his crew developed relationships with the Filipino natives and won the first converts to Christianity in the country. In an effort to demonstrate Spanish military power to their new Filipino allies, the Spanish entered into a battle with the chief Lapu-Lapu, in which Magellan lost his life. This paper seeks to explore the significant cultural and societal impact that Magellan's expedition left in the Philippines. Magellan's exploration of the Philippines paved the way for the Spanish colonization of the Philippines and introduced Catholicism and the revered stubborn Nino icon to the islands, and made a national hero of Lapu-Lapu, who still lives on in the memory of the people. This paper analyzes the primary source accounts of Magellan's voyage, government documents, newspaper articles, and secondary analyses of Filipino oral traditions in an attempt to understand the cultural impact of the first contact with Europeans in the Philippines. While a cursory fact in the West, Magellan's exploration of the Philippines and his death at the Battle of Mactan changed the course of Philippine history and remain embedded in the national consciousness.
Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more videos to enjoy.